Anthony, you guys really have, I think, a very unique approach in terms of how you address these, difficult issues that they're facing, about really diving into the reality that the client is facing. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure, Chris. Yeah, we believe that our approach is kind of unique in a couple of different ways. And the reason it's unique is because of the complexity of that problem that our clients are faced with solving. And so because of that, we really live at the intersection point between a bunch of key functions that sometimes feel the pain within their own individual function. So sales might feel the pain of declining revenue or missing sales targets, or marketing might feel the pain of trying to position something that is no longer as differentiated as it was based on the features, and take that to services and customer success and so forth and so forth. Our business is focused on helping them diagnose those problems and then solve them through the intersection of all of those different businesses coming together, because it's not just one function that is needed to truly overcome the challenge that an IBM faced or many of the MSP organizations are faced with today when they're struggling with some of that commoditization challenge. And so because of that, we feel like we both need to help inform the strategy, but also sit side by side with our clients and helping them to implement and see through that. And a lot of that is calling it like we see it, and sometimes, calling the baby ugly a little bit in terms of things that they feel like they've been doing for a long time because they've always done it. And we see ourselves as the bearer of the client's reality in a lot of cases, and both an advisor and a guide on that, but also the organization that helps them overcome those challenges.
Yeah, I'm gonna add something to that as well, because you said something obviously important and always correct, right, Anthony? But the point is, even if they, our clients or MSPs in this case understand the reality and accept it, we are also a how-to firm. So a lot of folks, and it's not anyone's fault, right? It's, I know I have this problem, but I don't know how to actually go about changing it, because we've always done things, like a certain way for a very long time. So, we, Chris, as you know, roll up our sleeves and diagnose, but also we want to help people move the ball, right? We're outcomes driven, and that's what ultimately matters the most.
Yeah, one of the things I've realized, I've been implementing CRM for almost 2 decades now, and what ends up happening when we go through and do our process, we end up putting a giant spotlight on other areas of the business that are weak. So now we've got this technology, we've addressed our data issues, what's next? Where do we go from here? And that's what I'm excited about, what you guys can do for for anyone facing this, but MSPs in particular, is really identifying, all right, now you've got the platform, you've got the foundation, here's a path forward for you. Because that's really what it's going to take to drive results, is having that insight and that path forward.